In England they had various aircraft companies, and one of them that interested me was Rolls-Royce. I was hired as an apprentice. We went through all the trades like welding, turning, milling, tool making, everything. When I was doing my apprenticeship, you look in 1970, I was given exposure on an NC machine. It was a huge machine, very tall. It didn't run by computer at that time, it ran with a magnetic tape. So the programmer used to come, it was kind of funny, see. He used to come every an hour or so with a big tape, and we run the tape for about an hour, then you would get another one. It was very tedious. They were the very first ones. It was a Swiss machine, and they used to make all kinds of profile dies. Now if you go back and look at it, it looks very ancient, but at that time it was a state of the art. The machinist who takes pride in his work, thinks about every little detail, tries to do the job on time, to the drawings, whatever made, and that helps like that. There's a lot more to it. Well, I feel that to be a good NC machinist, you still have to have manual background. That helps a lot because you are involved high speeds and feeds and different types of materials. You still got to understand how they affect the cutting speeds, affect the material. Said that, there are some very good machinists who go straight into NC programming. Well, that time when I started, there were 8 of us. Machinery wise, we didn't have that many, like there was no NC or what we got now, but just manual machines. Very few of them, so we used to kind of line up for each machine whenever. Going back in the years, these are your linear stages. These are the very first ones made of brass. Once time we used to make a lot of these here, all different shapes. Then over the years, outside companies started making them, like Newport. They make tons of this stuff. But it was all made on the manual machines. Yeah, and these days you can buy them off the shelf. They are micrometers and very fine, very well made these days, and they're cheap. Lots of challenges. Materials, different type of materials, different environment in machining, and sometimes the student comes and most of them are PhD students and they have an idea in their head. Usually I work with them and we work it out, what he really is thinking or designing. And I have students come to me on a tissue paper design, so work from the bottom up with them. But some students, they know exactly what they want. They have really nice drawings made up, so it all varies. Well, the one that always sticks in my mind is the satellite that I did about 15 years ago. I think Canada was one of the very first countries to get into micro satellites. I was working with an engineer from the aerospace division, Dufferin. I did 2 of them. One was a early project just to see if it works, and the second, the real. I have some pictures. These are the various parts, and they were all machined on the NC. When it was finished, it was assembled here and was launched on the Russian rocket. And before it could be launched, they had to make a holder, fixture holder for holding it on the rocket. So we did that too here, and it did go up.
So your work is floating out in space somewhere?
Yeah, so
that's exciting.